Hey there, Avi. All right, Central's Prep Week 1, December 2016. It's been a while since we last chatted, so first of all, congratulations on my Strength Book startup, little victory there. I guess you'll be headed to Chile, and you're in California right now, so super jealous of that. You get a sick tan, and I'll be here getting whiter and whiter. Anyways, so here we go. First squats of the week. I'm going to be all over the place between Good Lifes and LA Fitnesses, just because of December and Christmas and all that fun stuff. So that's okay though. I feel like it's okay to train in different conditions. It'll just make me a better athlete. So elbow, update on the elbow or triceps. It's feeling a lot better. I didn't have any pain when I was squatting or benching. Not that I really had pain before, but it was a little bit noticeable lag on the one side. So that's gone. It feels a lot better, but it's still not in the most perfect position when I get some fatigue near the end of the week. So I'm still working with Dr. Otis to fix that, and he'll be actually at Central's with me to help me through it, help me during warm-ups, doing any sort of active relief that he needs to do. So another problem that I had been having was also the bar placement on my back. I think this is a more ideal position. I used to have it a lot lower. But upon realizing my high bars were actually low bars and my low bars were really low bars before provincials there, I've since changed that. So here's the high bar. Here's content with the positioning in all fronts. I'm really happy with this. But because of that, I decided, okay, you know what? My low bar is falling off my back. That's not the position it should be in. At least I didn't think so. So I had been getting more used to this higher position. And so I'm just going to stick with it, whether or not it's the best position or not. Again, only a few more weeks until Central, so I can't really change too much. And also in terms of squats, I've been really focusing on trying to just drag my feet out and have a better unrack and start to it. So I feel like it was really good with high bar, but low bar kind of get messed up still. I feel like I look down because I want to make sure my feet are evenly spread apart, and that kind of just puts this unnecessarily extra forward lean into my squat, which I don't like. I don't think it's good. So I'm going to try to avoid that and just kind of feel the positioning with my feet and know that I'm centered. So these squats moved all right. I mean, I can't really complain. I've been off for so long. I'm just happy to get back into it. And I feel like for me, so here you guys, 375, not bad. I feel like for me, such a novice lifter that, I keep saying that after having 12 or 13 or whatever, how many days off, even though I'm not fatigued, I'm just, my form is fatigued. I'm not used to it. I feel like taking too much time off really affects that and just affects my positioning. So even if I'm going in and doing, light stuff, it's better than no stuff because I'm on a tipping point. I feel like with some of my form and some things. So taking time off kind of messes that up, and it takes a little bit to get back into it. But bench, loving it. These 12 days off are great. I come back and it's feeling awesome. I watched the best video by Bryce Krawczyk. I can't say his last name right. In terms of how to bench, mimicked his setup to the T. At least I think it's to the T, and I'm feeling a lot more confident in it. It's a much sturdier position, which brings me to my next point. I think come Centrals, I will be unracking my weight for bench. I know you can lose a lot of energy for this, but I feel like it's just one factor that just throws me off. I just don't get as good of a setup because I feel like they're going to lift the weight up for me, and I feel like that's one of my big issues. So I'm going to try unracking it. I do later on in the week. I unrack my 185-pound bench, no problem, and I feel like I'm just in a much better position. As well, the spotter behind me in Centrals won't have to run out of the way, so the weight will be in my hands less amounts of time. So that's what I'm thinking about that. All in all, feeling a lot better. Trying not to tuck my elbows in too much, as Bryce was also telling me. But I think I just got to stay consistent at this point and keep training my ass off, and my bench is going to come up. Kind of brings me to another point. So I've been thinking more and more about equipped lifting. But I feel like I just don't have the bench for it. And I also feel like I need to get more experience as a raw lifter, and I need to just be bigger and stronger. So I feel like I really enjoyed the knee wraps, and I definitely kind of want to continue with that. But I don't think that I should be competing equipped for a while. But I'm very interested to hear your opinion on this. I think it'd be nice to incorporate every once in a while. Oh, it was a 175-pound bench, not 185. No, it was a 185-pound bench. Forget that. Yeah, so I feel like I need to get bigger and stronger and just perfect my form before I could go into equipped lifting, because it's an entirely new breed. And I'm just having a lot of trouble with raw raw benching, raw squatting, raw deadlifting as it is. So that's my thoughts on that. And kind of brings me up to whether or not to go to nationals. So at this point, I really don't feel like I'm prepared, but I still want to do it. I know I'm going to finish last, but I don't really care. I was debating of maybe just taking off after regionals and just telling you I want to do some bodybuilding stuff, get bigger, get stronger, really focus on my form. But at the end of the day, I'm someone who really needs a goal to look forward, and that just wouldn't correlate with the person I am, I think. Now, I've also realized that I'm also the type of person that gives it my all. So when I want to do nationals, I want to try my absolute best. I can't half-ass it. So it's going to be my last semester of school, so that's also kind of driving me away to thinking, well, if I'm going to be so focused on that, it's going to take away from that. But you know what? Powerlifting is going to be in my life for a long time, and I'm going to have to be able to deal with lots of things going on in my life and powerlifting. I can't pick one or the other. I'm not going to be a professional powerlifter. So that's why I think I've led to the decision I'm going to stick with it and work my ass off. And if I can't put all the time and energy into it that I want, well, that's okay. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to have fun. I'm still going to hit sweet PRs. And on top of that, who knows if I'll be able to qualify for open nationals next year, because I think that's about 200 pounds plus on my total right now. So that's going to be hard to do. So who knows, it might be a couple years, and I don't want to have regrets. So I think it's a little rant about nationals. I think I kind of just came to the decision in my head as I'm recording this now that I'm going to do it, because I've been so up in the air. Anyways, back to the video. So here's my deadlifts. I was thinking of using straps because I just want to perfect my deadlift form, but I feel like using straps in deadlifts, at least for me, is just a whole nother animal, so I don't think I should do it. So I did, for a comparison here, when I did my top singles, 475 deadlift. Look how slow that is. I wasn't ready to give up though. So here's without straps. And that's the thing. I really not just focused on one workout. I understand I've had so much time off. My body is just dead after the first week of lifting. I'm happy it came up, but I'm also confident I'm going to hit a sweet deadlift PR. I know it's going to happen. Yeah, so as you can see here, I think when I focus on my deadlift, and instead of worrying about all these nitty-gritty form pick things, and I need to have this set up and this foot positioning, this, I'm overthinking my deadlift. It's brute force, but it also is accurate brute force in the right placement. And I feel like I'm able to feel the placement a lot better with deadlift than to watch other people deadlift and listen to their cues about it. So that's why you can see at the end that 450 pounds for a triple. That was where I felt everything and pulled myself into the proper position, whereas the first 475 with straps was something that I was thinking would be the most accurate way to lift it and the most precise way to engage all the muscles. But as you can see, it's the slowest. So you could make the argument that, well, I'm not used to that way, so of course it's the slowest. But again, Centrals is in 3 weeks. I can't mess around. I just have to be able to pull it and rip it consistently. So I know the video's ended, and that's pretty much that. Very interested to hear your feedback. Hope all is well in California, and Feliz Navidad. I guess I won't be talking to you until after Christmas. And I don't think I realized until last year, with a name like Silverberg, you're probably not Catholic. So Merry Christmas anyways. Hopefully you're having a good time in California. Anyways, talk to you after Christmas. Have a good one.